Okay, in this session, I'm going to show you how to mount the LED lights into the quadcopters. First, you need a couple items. You need the solder gun and also the solder. You can get it at Radio Shacks. Just a small 15-watt solder gun will work. So let's open up the caps. So and this is the light that comes with the package. So it's normal that the red wire is hanging loose away from the connector. This is not broken. That's how it comes in these configurations. Before we mount the light onto it, we have to solder the red lead into the main boards. And then the black connectors go right onto the your auxiliary input. You can go to auxiliary 3. I take the auxiliary 3. Now make sure that the black tail of the connectors is going at the outer edge of these receivers. So connect the unit. So make sure that it's all in, and then the pins are connected to the connector, the 3 pins. So that's how you connect on this side. Now on the other end of these wires, you need to basically if you notice, there's a power lead, it's the red one, there's little solder joints. That's why you want to join the red wire into this joint. So what we need to do is heat up the gun, and then now you might need extra solder, you might not need, but our wire already have a little soldering in there. So you just need to put a little solder first into the gun. That would be the good way to practice. And then you can put right next to each other the 2 solder joints and the wire, and just heat up this little joint. That's all you need to do. Just one little soldering joint you can do. So now once you solder it, you're already set. You can test it out before you mount onto the unit. So to test it out, you need to put in the battery packs, fully charged, and then you need your controller. So let's turn on the controller and turn on the power. Always turn the controller before you put the power in. So now you can see all the LED lights are on. So you don't really need to wait for it to initialize. You can just unplug it now. So we test it, make sure that it works with the joint. So now let's put back the caps. So your jewel wire is actually hanging out. That's normal. So let's put back the cap for the quads. So what you need to do right now is we go from one end, which is from the back end side of this. If you look at it, this is the front and this is the back. So we're looking at the back end side of the quadcopters. That's where the actual wire of the light begins, right here. So you can go around and wrap them around. So just take out the tape. You should take out on this side though. I don't think you should take out on the other side. Take out on this side first. So you go along as you are chipping to the booms. Now be very careful when you take it out. You might mistake taking out the tape as well. It's a double-sided tape that go into the tube. So make sure that you don't take out the tape as well. I almost did that. So start at the end point of this these booms, and you can just go ahead and tape it. And then this goes around the motors. you can just go ahead and press a little bit, put a little pressure on it. You're hitting the LED light, but just put a little pressure, it should be fine. Now when you come to the hub, so this actually go right onto the hub, the caps. So continue to put a little pressure on the tape side. And just go around it, around all the wires. And then this also go over the canopies. I'm just doing it pretty fast right now. When you have time, you can able to put more pressure on the tape so it can stick better to the four arms. So just take out the tape whenever you are about to lay it onto the body of the quad. So you don't have to take out the tape all from initially, so you don't get tangled. So just go around all the wires. So you should end up with something like this. Sometimes you might end up a little longer, and sometimes it's shorter. You can just fold it. The tape is not. Sometimes it's not very sticky. So what you need to do is you can get zip tie. You can zip tie here, and here, and I can zip tie. So basically, you can have each arm. You can just put a couple those zip tie, and then you can able to hold it even better. Sometimes the tape might not have enough adhesive. So that's how you mount the light. So once you turn on the power, you can see all the light will be on. Again, before you turn on the power, make sure the radio is on, and make sure, let's turn this off. Make sure the throttle is down, and you can turn on the radio, and then within 5 seconds you have to power this up. So now you have all the lights. So it should go through the initializing, and then you should be able to get it fly. Don't forget to put your rotor on it before you put the power to these quadcopters. Very important, otherwise you can burn the motors. You can smoke the whole thing up if you don't put these rotor caps on each one of the arms. So that's it. That's how you do the mounting of the lights.